A survey was released that confirmed a massive difference between what men want and what women want. According to the survey, over 75% of men would prefer to be respected over being loved. Now, this is important because it proves that loving a man unconditionally is just not enough to fulfill his deeper needs. So in this video, I'm going to reveal a communication tactic that you can use to make your man feel deeply respected. Stay tuned because I'm getting started in just a moment. I'm Jason Silver, the dating coach for ambitious women, and on this channel, Attract Great Guys, I reveal the deeper truths about male attraction and building a committed relationship with a great guy. Hit that red subscribe button to get notified of my upcoming free trainings, and let's jump right into it. Now today, I'm going to reveal this communication tool, which I call compassionate communication. This tactic is a great way to deal with challenging emotional situations without hurting a guy's feelings or losing respect. It allows you to get what you want while keeping the partnership bonded instead of dividing yourself into opposing teams. It lets you nurture and love a man in a way that makes him emotionally attracted to you, but also makes him want to treat you with that same respect. It's so important to use compassionate communication instead of criticizing someone. You see, men value being respected more than anything, so it doesn't benefit you to criticize his actions without first understanding his motives or pointing out his flaws without being clear on why and how he can actually fix the problem. Most people believe that they're not doing the bad things that annoy you. No man wakes up in the morning and thinks to himself, what can I do today to behave less than my partner expects of me? So if there's an issue, you can use compassionate communication to solve it. So here's how you do it. First, use I statements. When you use the word you with a critical voice and a critical energy, it puts the listener on guard, on the defensive. It implies that you're declaring something about them. So if the you statement declares something negative, their natural reaction is going to be to defend themselves. It's almost this primal instinct. Now, an I statement allows the other person to focus on how you think and feel. Here's an example of a great I statement. I feel hurt when you make these sarcastic jokes because I feel like you're insulting me on purpose. I'd like it if your jokes weren't directed at me personally. Would you consider no longer saying those types of jokes to me? I'd appreciate it. Do you see what I did there? Now, it was subtle, but I expressed myself without instantly going to you and to blaming. Even if the person thinks that you shouldn't feel that way, you do. So by using I statements, it allows you to build a closer bond and help people to not be so defensive and to help understand you. Now let's look at another example here. Let's say you're dating a guy and he's 30 minutes late to your dinner date. He just comes into the restaurant, he greets you, and he doesn't even apologize or explain why he's late. You can say, look, I feel a little perturbed or a little bothered here because you're late and I value my time. So I'd appreciate it if you notified me in the future and let me know that you're going to be late. Now that's pretty easy, right? Just being calm and relaxed when you say that. Personally, if someone just showed up 30 minutes late and didn't say anything, I'd really question that person's character. But my point here is that you can use these statements to not get someone on the defensive. Now, if he does get upset when you use I statements, just pause and think for a moment. Is this really the man that you want to be with? The guy who gets upset when you're sharing something that's important to you, when you're sharing your feelings, your emotions? Is that the kind of partnership you want? Is that what you deserve? Probably not. Now, the second compassionate communication method is positive affirmations. Now, this is when you tell someone that you actually appreciate what they're doing. It reinforces his action with this positive feedback loop, and it actually gets him wanting to do it more. So these are really powerful to use. So instead of saying, I want to be treated like XYZ, which implies that he's not treating you like that, you could say something like, oh, I love it when you surprise me with little love notes. It really means a lot, so thank you so much. Or, I love it when you wake me up in the morning and bring me coffee. It helps me a lot, and you're very sweet for doing it. Try giving him these positive affirmations whenever he does something helpful or that you appreciate. Make sure he gets the message because he will do it again and again. Use this approach and you'll be able to get almost any man either to act how you deserve to be treated, or you'll know right away that he's not a good fit. If he's not doing it, you put up your red velvet rope and you say goodbye. But when you meet the right man, both of you should be putting in a lot of effort. No one's perfect. It's about both of you trying your best to be the best partner to one another and giving to each other. The great thing about partnership is that sometimes our partners shine when we need it, and then we can shine when they need it. The real key here is effort. Showing radical respect, especially in times of fear or anger, is challenging. But if you can put in that extra effort more than many other women that he may have dated in the past, you can be one of the most compassionate, understanding women in the world to him. Kindness is the number one trait that men look for, according to all the studies done by David Buss and other top evolutionary psychologists. It's literally the number one trait. So just using these few tactics will make a massive impact. The man in your life won't only feel the love, but he'll feel this deep sense of respect that fills him up and makes him want to be your hero. Now, if you're interested, I released an exclusive presentation where I tell you how to go inside the male mind, which you can watch right now by clicking the link in the description. And in the presentation, you're going to get this exclusive behind-the-scenes look into what men secretly say when you're not around. And frankly, it might just change the way that you view dating forever. So if you want to learn this, then click that link in the description, and I'll see you right over there. Be well.